The younger sister was trapped under a huge boulder 33 meters deep at the bottom of the ocean. The older sister was running out of air and had to free her right away. She used every bit of strength she had to pry the rock loose, but the wooden pole snapped. Just as hope seemed lost, the younger sister came up with one last idea. She told her sister to stuff the diving suit under the boulder, then fill it with oxygen to try and lift the rock. But the air valve couldn't hold the pressure and started leaking. The older sister tried everything to seal it, pushing with all her might, but nothing worked. She swam back to her sister, her eyes filled with guilt. Her own oxygen was almost gone, and the younger sister took off her mask and gave it to her sister so she could make it back safely. She lowered her head, preparing for the pain of suffocation. Suddenly the older sister grabbed her, gave the mask back, and swam upward toward the surface. She surfaced without stopping for decompression twice in a row. Her body was breaking down, blood streamed from her nose and mouth. She collapsed on the ground, gasping. When her eyes caught sight of a canister of coolant, something clicked in her mind. She grabbed the canister and dove back down to the edge of the cliff. She rolled a rock down with her, took a breath of oxygen from her sister's mask, swam aside, and injected the coolant into the diving suit. Slowly the leaking valve froze shut and the suit began to inflate. The boulder shifted slightly. She pushed harder with both hands, and finally the younger sister squeezed out through the narrow gap. She was free. The two sisters shared a single oxygen tank on the ocean floor. They couldn't return to the surface right away without decompression, or the older sister would die. The younger sister led her to an underwater cave, but the air inside was thin and carbon monoxide would soon build up. But the older sister remembered that the oxygen tank with the broken valve was still full. If they could break it open, it might fill the cave with enough air to survive. The younger sister swam back down with her sister's help. She brought the tank into the cave. They cracked it open and a burst of oxygen filled the space. They laughed with relief, finally able to breathe again. But before long the older sister's nose began to bleed. She collapsed. Her body had reached its limit. In the end the younger sister carried her back to the surface. A rescue helicopter spotted them. The older sister was still alive. She slowly woke up and they were saved.